Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, I've been bleaching my hair and so now I have to kind of keep up with it. So I have my roots coming in, and then of course I still have spots that I missed from the other times that I've bleached. So I'm pretty much just gonna bleach most of it, not all of it, but most of it, and then my roots. So let's get started. So I'm going to be using the same bleach that I've been using the other times. This is my favorite bleach so far, and then this is the developer that from the same brand. I'm also going to be doing a root smudge. So this is the color that I'm using, which is an ashy color, because we all know that it does tend to get orange when you first bleach your roots. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this area back here. So I am starting with my roots because that is the darkest area of my hair. Since all my other hair is pretty much lightened, I'm not going to start like at the bottom. And I did have a mirror to kind of look at the back area because I didn't have anybody to help me with it. I do highly suggest that if you have somebody to help you with the back, have somebody help you, because it doesn't matter how many times I've bleached it, I still miss spots. So as you guys can see, I'm pretty much going to do layer by layer, and I do want to make sure that I saturate it because you guys know, like, if you've ever bleached your hair, you can add bleach and it looks like it's saturated, but then you kind of move your hair and there's some spots that aren't. So I'm pretty much just applying it with the brush, but I'm making sure that I pretty much use my fingers to really get it in there in between the hair. And I'm gonna do this just section by section. That is why I'm fast forwarding it, because I don't want to bore you guys. It's literally taking down little sections at a time to make sure that you get everything. And then again, I am bleaching the bottom part. I'm bleaching almost all of it just because it's really orange and some areas I missed from last time, so they are dark. And then my roots, of course, they're really dark, so I want to make sure that I apply it there first so that it has the most time to process there. So as I've mentioned before, just make sure that after you apply the bleach on your roots, that you do drag it down and you make sure you kind of massage it into the hair, just to make sure you don't miss any hair. And then once I did that bottom half, I'm going to start doing my roots. At the top, you guys can see, like, it's not that much that is, super orange. I think the rest of it can just be toned. And then a lot of it is going to be covered with the color that I'll be using for the root smudge. So I'm kind of just applying it on the roots because that is the darkest part. And I do want to apply the dye and make sure that that my roots aren't too dark after I apply the dye. That's why I'm bleaching it first. So yeah, let's go ahead and just finish doing all that top part again. So I did run out of bleach, but I did apply it in the most areas where it needed it, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and let it process for about 20 minutes. So I did wash my hair already, and as you guys can see, it looks really orange on my roots just because, again, went from being black to being bleached. But that's perfect. We expected them to be this orange, and then the rest of the hair does look pretty yellow. And all those dark parts in the roots, we're going to cover them with a D-dye. So I did bleach it overnight. So when I let it dry, in the morning, I went ahead and just started doing my root smudge. Um, the color, as you guys were able to see, it's a ashy color. So it's a 6A, and I wanted it ashy because it was gonna go in the orange. And as you guys know, the ash color does cancel out the orange, and I didn't want anything with gold in it because I wanted it to be as ashy as possible. That's just the look that I was going for. So I'm only applying it like on the roots, and with the rat tail comb, I'm kind of combing it down a little bit so it can look blended in. Um, so it's not like just like that harsh line. So I apply it at the roots, and then with the brush, I kind of brush it down a little bit, and then I do my next section. And there are some areas where it's really orange, so I do drag it down a little bit more. And the root smudge is completely up to your preference. I mean, you can do it as low as you want, or you could honestly just put the tiniest amount just to make sure you don't have that, super blonde root. It's completely up to you. I do drag it down more in the areas where either it's really orange or I missed and it's dark. So that's what I like about having the root smudge, that you can kind of cover all the areas where you messed up. And then, yeah, I'm just going to apply it all over my roots and drag it down as much as I can to cover all those areas I missed with the bleach. So as you guys can see, I did end up applying it a lot in the back, and I did apply some on my eyebrows as well. So now we're going to let it process for 15 minutes. Okay, so now that I washed the color, you guys will be able to see there's no yellow anymore, there's no orange. That ashy color did cancel out all those orange tones. And I'm gonna go ahead and just trim the ends just because I feel like every time I do something to my hair, I have to trim it so it doesn't feel so I can get rid of those dead ends, and your hair grows faster as well by getting rid of those dead ends. And I do have a whole video on how I cut my hair, so I'm not going to show you guys the whole process. I'm just kind of showing you guys me getting rid of those dead ends. And but I will link the video down below if you guys want to see how I cut my hair at home. Okay, so I finally am done with my hair. As you guys see, it took 2 days. I bleached it at night, I washed it, let it air dried overnight, and then in the morning I did the smudge root and trimmed it. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It looks so much better than it was before. There's no yellow, there's no orange. It's really ashy toned. I didn't have to add a toner because the color, since I dragged it down pretty low, it pretty much toned the rest of my hair. But if I need to tone later on, I will show you guys how I do that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next time I decide to do something else to my hair. Bye.